Every time I see that red light, it gets me laughing. All right, you can just keep recording and I'll just go ahead and start. As a professional glovesmith, these are the 10 break-in steps that I go through to get even the stiffest of gloves game ready. So what we're gonna need for this glove mallet, I definitely like to use a heavy duty one versus some of the cheaper ones like this. You definitely want something with some weight to it. Bottle with water in it, some conditioner, and then I have different pounding mats that I'm gonna use, and then just a couple different balls that we can use as well. So to get started, we're gonna go ahead and get our glove wet. This isn't gonna harm your glove. Just make sure you're using room temperature water, not super hot water, because the hot water is what can cause the dyes to bleed and cause some of those problems that we don't wanna have. But wet leather is definitely more malleable than dry leather. I'm gonna go ahead and condition it while it's still wet. Again, this is just Sarna conditioner, and I just went ahead and put in a spray, but I'll just make it a little bit easier. All right, now that that's all conditioned up, we're gonna go ahead and get our laces loosened so we can go ahead and start stretching those out. I'm gonna go ahead and actually take out the knot on the fingers here, or loosen that up some. And I'm gonna go ahead and loosen these laces up as much as they'll go. What I like to do is I'll pin one of them down with my hand and then pull up on the other side and just go through and do that to each finger. And we're just trying to get those laces loosened up in between them. And then again, same for all the hinge points around the web. I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling it, get those fingers nice and stretched out. It's now time to go ahead and start beating it with the mallet. Definitely wanna make sure it's on a nice surface that you can pound on, and so I brought a picnic table into my garage. If not, you just go ahead and do this on the floor. It does help to have a pounding pad. Technique I'm gonna do here is just trying to soften up the heel pad here. So we're just gonna go ahead and start pounding away at that to get it softened up. And also pounding away, we wanna get the stiffest parts, which are gonna be the back of the pocket here, and then also the web. So I like to use the back of it there. Pound it while I'm rolling. So the next step that I'm gonna do, it's if your glove is super stiff and it's just really just not one to get soft. This is especially important for the palm. I'm actually gonna flip the glove inside out. So what you wanna do, take your knee and just press it into the back part of the palm there. And you're gonna flip it inside out. Make sure that's nice and flat there on the pocket. And then you can roll this from here to get that softened up. And you can also pound on it too while it's in this position. But first I like to start out with just rolling it. And then if I notice any spots that are super stiff, then go ahead and hit those points with the mallet. Again, it doesn't take a whole lot, and that usually tends to soften it up pretty good. And then what a lot of breaking a glove into is just kneading it with your hands. Feel around, find where the stiff spots are at. I'll just go and kind of massage it and knead it, and then just work that into the areas. Spots you really want to focus on are the back of the pocket here. As you roll it over, just really press into that. And then also on the bottom part of the heel here, really just press down into there and then give it a roll. Another helpful trick, just go ahead and use a softball to get the laces of the web stretched out. So I'll put the softball in the pocket there and then just do a little rolling technique with it. You can go in circles, you can go side to side. It's kind of whatever you want to do, just get that softened up. I like to get a weighted ball, play catch with it a little bit, get that web really stretched out. And this is where you want to be sure you are closing the glove how you want to catch it. You can either close it like that, you can go like this, and then just focus on where you want to be catching the ball in the pocket. So, all right, and then this one's already starting to feel pretty loose. So at that point, you just want to go ahead and tighten your laces back up and then form it to the shape that you're going to want it to hold. Let it dry, and then you should be good to go.